people to testify was a young woman who says she was best friends with Jane, the second accuser to testify against singer R.Kelly. She testified Jane texted her about being pregnant by R.Kelly, and then later texting she was scared to have an abortion. She says over time, the communication between the two became almost non-existent. She testified it was her understanding that Jane left high school in Florida in 2015 to live with Kelly to better her singing career. In one text, the woman said Jane wrote, "He has me singing seductive songs like Aaliyah." Meanwhile, Jane concluded her testimony after nearly 3 full days on the stand. Under cross-examination from Kelly's defense team, she read from several letters that were supposed to be for family members. She wrote about her mother encouraging her to take pictures of her and Kelly together to blackmail him for money. And she said her mother told Kelly, "Since you're having sex with my daughter, deposit $20,000 in a bank account and then $10,000 every month after that." She said her dad wanted to provide lighting for Kelly's concerts through his company, but Kelly declined the deal. And her mother wanted to partner with Kelly in a sex toy business. But under redirect from prosecutors, Jane said Kelly made her write those letters and say those things. She says Kelly made her write the letters as a form of protection against prosecution if he was ever called into court about their relationship. And she said her mother never spoke of blackmailing Kelly, but rather it was Kelly who told her to put that in writing. In New York, I'm Dre Clark for Start Your Day.
The links and foolishness that R. Kelly put himself in. Just the length of the foolishness. And it's just sad. You strip away a person's money, power, and you get to look at who they really are. That's when you see something. That's when you see who they really are. But unfortunately, like I said before, you're going to have women still flocking to this dude. New York R&B hitmaker R. Kelly forced his girls to write fake blackmail letters that he could use to defend himself in case he got charged with sexually abusing them. One of his accusers testified on Wednesday at his New York City trial. The witness testifying as Jane Doe in the federal court in Brooklyn read for the jury parts of one letter in which she told R. Kelly that if he tried to break up with her, "I'm going to tell everyone you raped me. I'm going to say you raped me since I was a minor." Her notes to him also warned that she would spank herself really hard enough to leave bruises, so she could accuse him of beating her. After the defense confronted a witness with letters, she insisted the abuse was real and that the writings were a ploy engineered by Kelly to protect him in a trial like this from very serious charges. The woman, now 23, had previously detailed how she was groomed and exploited by Kelly starting in 2015 when she was a 17-year-old aspiring singer. The defense sought to discredit her with the letters and other evidence it claims showed her parents were behind a scheme to take advantage of Kelly's fame. Assistant U.S. Attorney Elizabeth Geddes responded by giving a point-by-point rundown of her testimony, including allegations that he intentionally isolated and demeaned her with perverted punishments. She then asked the witness whether the blame fell on your parents or the defendant. She responded to the defendant. Kelly, 54, has repeatedly denied accusations that he preyed on several victims during a 30-year career highlighted by his 1996 mega hit, I Believe I Could Fly. His lawyers have portrayed his accusers as groupies who are lying about their relationships with him. The government also called a former member of Kelly's entourage to witness stand on Wednesday, who said he helped recruit a pastor to perform a secret marriage ceremony for Kelly and singer Aaliyah. I wonder if that pastor is still alive. Get him on the stand. Last week, a former tour manager for the R&B legend testified that he paid a $500 bribe to a government worker to get Aaliyah a fake identification used to pave the way for R. Kelly to marry the singer after he began a sexual relationship with her believed she had become pregnant. A marriage license that was put into evidence falsely listed her as 18 when she was really 15. Kelly was 27 at the time. Prosecutors say Kelly wanted to use the marriage, which was later annulled, to shield himself from criminal charges relating to having sex with a minor and to prevent her from testifying against him. Aaliyah, whose full name was Aaliyah Dana Houghton, worked with Kelly, who wrote and produced her 1994 debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. She died in a plane crash in 2001 at 22. Wow, man. Wow. Just the links that he would go. Just the links that he would go. Just to try and cover himself. But this man is stupid. This man is stupid. He cannot read. All right? He cannot read. You know? This is insane, man. This is insane. The lengths he would go to do what he did. And you will still have black people defending him. Still. Fake blackmail letter. They all wanted the money. Every last one of them. Everyone who helped with this man needs to be put on trial. Every last one. Because they're facing charges too. Their turn is coming to get on that stand. Their turn is coming. Sad to say, you're going to have black people with this on-code nonsense. You'll have some black people who will be like that. We got to stay on code. You know, the white man is out to get us. No. Not every minute, man. This isn't right is right, wrong is wrong. This guy has to go to jail. This is why the black community looks like a joke when it comes to that on-code nonsense. Okay? This man committed heinous crimes against young girls and women. Now, some of these young girls, they went of their own free will to go and see Kelly. Some of these girls were groomed by their parents to go see Kelly. So there's a lot of accountability that is enough to go around. Okay? And those parents need to be ashamed of themselves, willing to offer your daughter up to some stranger, period, for money. And these girls, this 17-year-old, she was 17 at the time, left her parents' safety just to be with a complete stranger to help her music career. Not understanding this is a stranger, and this dude asks you to get naked, perform a sexual act on you, and you didn't try to get out of there. All it was the money. And now this woman, 23, is stuck with an STD for life. And regardless if her name's Jane Doe, somebody's going to find out her real name. And she's going to have to answer questions, tough questions. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. Black community will look at you. You're a coon for talking like this. How dare you victim blame? If you read the facts, you see that this person has a part to play in it. As with some of these girls did. Okay? And I'm thinking the ones who are testifying now and saying, they lied about the interview with Gayle King is because the money ran out. The money ran out. Okay? That's what it was. Can't tell me otherwise. All right. Chaos Rain, yes, he's finished. All right. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.